Bhavya, I think once the S-400, now that parts have started coming in, once it's fully deployed, I think it will change India's strategic landscape forever. This is the world's top air defense system. It provides an umbrella through which people say that no missile, no plane, no drone can come through. And this is something that India has needed very badly. In this whole Abhinandan episode, Pakistani planes, they came inside, they tried to bomb our territory and they went back. And there have been aggressive patrols near the line of actual control by the Chinese. All this will stop. Because now they know that we have a system that can take out anything in the world. Anything. 600 kilometers is, if I may speak in extremely, simple terms, so that our viewers can understand, 600 kilometers is actually the range of this system. It has an inbuilt radar and it can engage at 400, which means that the entire breadth of Pakistan is not very broad. It's 350, 400, 500 kilometers broad. Or the width of Pakistan is extremely less. So it covers entire Pakistan and it also covers significant and strategic parts of China. So if a fighter plane from inside Pakistan takes off, we know. If a plane comes 600 kilometers, Chinese warplane aircraft comes 600 kilometers close to the Indian border, we know. And this is state-of-the-art stuff. I mean, the Chinese have been objecting very badly. The Chinese have been saying, why are you giving it? They told the Russians, why are you giving it? And Russia actually had to, walk a diplomatic tightrope because they have very good relations with the Chinese. But Russia finally agreed to give it and we paid cash up front. Russia needs foreign exchange, and plus, Russia has been India's top weapons supplier for a very, very long time. 60 to 70% of our weapons are still Russian in origin, and they're good weapons. They're solid, hardy weapons. And the S-400 is a top missile system, anti-missile, anti-drone, anti-aircraft sort of thing. It provides a shield. Think of it as an umbrella around certain areas in India. So it's that good. I think we should get more of these. And Pakistani media has been extremely upset. Pakistani media. And they're saying that, why does India need it? Well, the reason why we need it is we can afford it. Pakistan can't, honestly. The stuff that we have bought, S-400 missile system, that is, I think, 70-80% of Pakistan's annual defense budget. So why is Pakistan even objecting? You see, it's a purely defensive system. It's not like we're going to bomb Pakistan. Yeah? We have other weapons for that. S-400 is a purely, if I may call it defensive, it is not, but if I may call it defensive in that sense, that it protects you from incoming flying objects, whether they be planes, missiles or drones. And I think we've got the world's top system with us now. See, America has been threatening cat's on India. Countering America's adversaries through sanction is an act which says that, if they see any act in any foreign country which is detrimental to America's interest, they put sanctions. They did that in case of Turkey because Turkey also wanted the S-400 and America sanctioned Turkey. But it's not going to be so easy to sanction India because, there are 2-3 things here. We pretty much do what we want, right? There was a time when America was saying that any country which buys oil from Iran, we will sanction. We bought oil from Iran, yeah. We bought oil from Iran. So we have always followed an independent foreign policy, unlike Pakistan. Pakistan to लेट जाता है ना ज़मीन पे जिसके सामने किसी ने थोड़ी सी आंख दिखाई. If somebody says we'll bomb you back to the Stone Age, Pakistan says yes sir, 3 bags full, and Pakistan is in. So it doesn't take much to bend Pakistan. It doesn't take much to push Pakistan simply because everybody has come into power. Most of them actually, most of them in Pakistan, not all. Most of them are coming through the shortcut, taking the army's help. They don't have the people's support. Like, for example, Imran Khan today. What can Imran Khan do? He can't do anything. So yes, Pakistan is understandably upset. But, we've worked hard. We've earned this money for ourselves. This is the Indian taxpayers' money, and the government decides that we should have the S-400. We will have the S-400. And now our planes can go inside Pakistan. But Pakistani planes, drones, or Pakistani missiles will not be able to enter India's airspace. And we should get more, as I said previously, we should get more of these systems. They're very expensive. They're 5.3 or 5.5 billion. I forget the exact figure. They're extremely expensive systems, but worth every bit of it. Worth every bit of it, because I'm told by very reliable sources, and I'm told by people in the air defense, people in the Air Force, that such a system does not exist in the world. A system equivalent to the S-400 does not exist today. Essentially, we've discussed this before in Checkmate, and the way Imran Khan took on the army chief. And it's not just about taking on General Qamar Javed Bajwa. It's not just about that. His performance has been dismal. He's not performed. He promised everything. This man talks too much. His ministers talk too much. Sometimes he wants to make a film on Babur. Sometimes he wants to launch an international television channel. Sometimes he wants to go on Twitter and vent his feelings. This man is not very prime ministerial, if I may say so. He does not know what to say and what not to say. Today, people in Pakistan are literally on the roads. People don't have 2 square meals. And it's not that there is no hunger in India. I'm not comparing. There is a lot of hunger in India. There is poverty in India. Right? So this is not to say that every Indian is, sleeping with the stomach full. That is not the point that I'm trying to make. What I'm trying to say is that Imran Khan is doing nothing about it. He's doing absolutely nothing about it. The man has no clue. He promised everything. खान साहब के कान में किसी ने बोल दिया कि नवाज शरीफ जो है वो $200 अरब चोरी करके ले गया बाहर. Somebody told him. अच्छा, Imran Khan is not the brightest bulb in the box. He's not terribly bright. He believed it. And he based his entire election rhetoric on the fact that I will get these hundreds and billions of dollars from outside, from Swiss Bank, from Cayman Islands, and Pakistan will become a rich country. The poor guy has not got back one single dollar. Neither can he get it, because this whole sum of $200 billion is fantastic. Pakistan never ever in its history cumulatively had $200 billion, which he said that Nawaz Sharif had stolen. Sure, I'm sure there has been corruption of billions of dollars. I'm not denying that. But this entire figure of $200-300 billion and we'll do... So, you see what happened was that what you see in Pakistan today is when hopes die, people become bitter. As long as there is hope, it's fine. So, what does Imran Khan do now? The only people who actually believe in Imran Khan are the people on whom there is no impact of Imran Khan's policies. Overseas Pakistanis. They're comfortable in Canada, in UK, in the United States of America, the rest of Europe. They're comfortable there. But they're die-hard Imran Khan supporters. And Imran Khan wants those people to come and vote here in Pakistan. Overseas Pakistanis. Because that is the only base left. Because those people don't have a clue about what Imran Khan is doing. Right? Imran Khan was given a very long leash by the Pakistan Army. There was a time when whatever Imran Khan wanted, he got. But Imran Khan, over 3.5 years, has been unable to deliver on even one single promise. He's not been able to deliver at all. This man has been an utter failure. And today there are talks that maybe the army is going to roll out the red carpet for Mian Nawaz Sharif. I don't know whether it will happen. People are saying that Imran Khan is going. The army is sick and tired of him. I don't know what is the truth. Maybe Imran Khan will go, maybe he won't go. Maybe he won't go. But nobody in the history of Pakistan has damaged Pakistan as much as Imran Khan has, damaged. Forget about the economy for a minute, okay? Now, when I say forget about the economy, it's a big ask. How can you forget about the economy? But let's just put it aside for a minute. Let's just say that, theek hai, koi baat nahi. Let's talk about something else. This man has not even been able to solve the cricket crisis in Pakistan, being a World Cup winning captain. Sure, the Pakistani cricket team won some matches. But the basic problem, and I'm sort of digressing, but the basic problem with Pakistani cricket is not how good their bowlers or batsmen are. That's not the problem. The problem is that Domestic cricket in Pakistan is almost dead. There is no structure to domestic cricket, and this man was a World Cup winning captain. And even today, Imran Khan says that give me another 5 years. You know, and if as an Indian, if I want to really sort of, I don't want to use the term harm, but if I don't want Pakistan to progress, I will pray to God that give Imran Khan another 15 years. You don't need the Modi government. You don't need the Indian armed forces. You don't need anybody to cause quote unquote harm to Pakistan. Imran Khan is doing a fantastic job, and this man is, you know, dollar to the rupee is 175 today, right? And a lot of people are saying that in the next 40-50 days, it could almost touch 180. There's going to be absolute chaos in Pakistan if it crosses 200. I hope it does not. For the common Pakistani, with whom I have absolutely no enmity at all. Nothing. I don't know the person, so why should I? But I hope not. But their economy is going south very rapidly. They just don't know what to do. They just don't know what to do. They're just grasping at straws and hoping that because their geostrategic location is so important, somebody will save them. It's like in the past. People have always come to Pakistan's rescue. Pakistan was like this, unemployed damad. You know, उसको झेलना तो पड़ेगा ही. अब है दामाद तो उसको तो पालना तो पड़ेगा ही. So, you know, this is how people have always looked at Pakistan. Pakistan, I'm saying again and again, okay? Why is China putting in so much of money in Pakistan? Pakistanis never think about, they never ask these basic questions. You see, they will never ask, why should China put in money and why should no other country in the world put in money? Now, China's also stopped putting in money into Pakistan, but China did put in billions upon billions of dollars in CPAC. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Pakistanis never asked. Money was coming in, people were making money. And when money is coming in and when people are making money, why ask uncomfortable questions? Why say stuff like, you know, why are you giving us money? And perhaps they were right in their own way, but the fact of the matter is today, Bhavya, that people have stopped giving money to Pakistan because investing in Pakistan does not make sense. There are no returns. And this is exactly, security reasons were a very important factor. But the fact of the matter is that there are no returns from Pakistan. What is China going to do? Has China ever made money from any project in Pakistan? It will not be able to make money because successive governments, whether they be Zardari or Nawaz Sharif or even Imran Khan, they made certain promises to the Chinese that they cannot keep. You know, there are certain margins that they've promised that they cannot keep. I'm sure people doing business with Pakistan will make money. It's not a small country by any means. It has the population of Uttar Pradesh. So this is not to say that Pakistan is a small country. No, it is not. But the problem is that nobody makes money, which is why you don't have American businesses investing money in Pakistan. Why not? Are the Americans averse to making money? You don't have big European brands investing heavily. Small little retail outfits and $50 million or $100 million, that is not investment, that is pocket change. I'm talking about billions and billions, arbo dollar ka investment. China ke alawa Pakistan, nobody will do it. The Arabs will not do it. And the Pakistanis expect the Arabs to invest just because both are Muslims, and this is Pakistan's business plan. Can you imagine? Pakistan actually wants the Arabs to invest in Pakistan because hum dono biradar Islami mulk hain. This is the business model which Pakistan takes to the OIC countries. So, yeah, it's in a very, very bad space, and I think Imran Khan, it looks unlikely that he will complete 5 years. I'm not going to say 20th of November he will go because Nadeem Anjum is taking over as ISI chief. I'm not going to say that. I do not know. But what I hear from my Pakistani friends, it does not look very healthy for Imran Khan. He has not been able to pass, bills in the National Assembly. Twice or thrice he has failed to do it. The opposition is more powerful today than the ruling government in terms of numbers. They are actually in a minority. I'm talking about the Imran Khan-led government. They're actually in a minority. And a lot of people from within Imran Khan's government, they are in touch with Bilawal Bhutto of the PPP, the Pakistan People's Party, Benazir Bhutto ki jo party thi. They are in touch with them. They are in touch with Mian Nawaz Sharif, who's in London right now. And they have said that give us tickets to contest the next elections and we'll jump ship. The rats are deserting the sinking ship. This is what is happening with Imran Khan today. You know, sometimes Imran Khan is an ambassador for the Kashmiris. Sometimes he's an ambassador for the Palestinians. Now he's an ambassador for the Afghan people. Sometimes he's an ambassador for Taliban. There was a time when he was an ambassador even for the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. After the APS Peshawar attacks, in which more than 135 innocent school kids were, killed, he was saying, let's talk to them. So Imran Khan has never been an ambassador for Pakistan. He has been an ambassador for everything else here. He's never been an ambassador for his own country. So this man has clearly lost his way. Now, as far as stopping the wheat shipment and saying that I will look at it favorably. See, the thing is that we can send wheat to Afghanistan via Iran. There is nothing that stops India. But this is the cheapest and the most convenient way. I think we're sending 50,000 tons of wheat or something like that, which will go a long way in helping the Afghan people. But this man there is hunger in Afghanistan, and this man is, because the desire to control. And it's not that he's just doing it to Afghanistan. He's done the same thing to Pakistan also. He's done the same thing to Pakistan. This desire to control everything. Afghanistan is our backyard. We will decide what goes into Afghanistan and this thing. If you tell Imran Khan tomorrow that, okay, you can keep 10,000 tons of wheat, he'll be happy to send the rest of the 40 into Afghanistan. They all want a cut. Why do you think he's saying that the world should fund the Afghan government? Why do you think he's saying that the world should recognize the Afghan government? It is simply because Afghanistan does not have a port. There are only two countries which neighbor Afghanistan, right? Let's leave China, because that entire area of the Wakhan corridor is a very, very long story. We don't have time to get into that. But two countries that can actually send stuff into Afghanistan through the sea route. One is Iran and the other is Pakistan. And Iran does not get along with anybody else. Iran has a problem with Israel, it has a problem with America, it has a problem with Europe. And there is only one country that is standing on that marketplace for sale, and that is Pakistan. And all Pakistan wants is a cut. So anybody who helps Afghanistan, if he comes, or if that country comes through Pakistan, using the sea route or using the land route, will have to pay a cut. And that has always been Pakistan's business model throughout. That 10%. That is how Pakistan's economy has run for a very, very long time, that 10%. Through the Afghan jihad, that is how the Pakistan economy ran. The Americans gave money. The Americans funded Pakistan. Why? Just think about it. The world is giving money to Pakistan. Why? What does Pakistan make? Please name one brand. Apart from some lesser known biryani masala or something like that. What does Pakistan make? Yeah? Does Pakistan make any good cars? Does it make any motorcycles? Does it make great software? Pakistan makes absolutely nothing. Pakistan has nuisance value. Pakistan itself does not have the capability of giving thousands upon thousands of tons of wheat to Afghanistan, because it itself imports wheat. Being a largely agrarian economy, it is a net importer of food. This is the capability of Pakistan, all right? It is a net importer of food grains, being a 70, 80, 90% agrarian economy, because there is no other economy in Pakistan. Yet Pakistan imports food. Pakistan cannot send it or send any help to Afghanistan except for small little packages. It cannot help Afghanistan. But the importance of Pakistan is that, we can stop other people from helping. We'll become such a migraine for you that you'll be forced to deal with us. So deal with us because we are an international migraine. This is Pakistan's foreign policy, has been Pakistan's foreign policy for 75 odd years, and this is exactly why Pakistan is stopping wheat. We can send it through Iran, but let us first expose Pakistan. Maybe Pakistan will agree. Maybe it will come to its senses. Maybe Imran Khan will come to its senses and say that नहीं यार वो भूखे हैं अफगान, उनके लिए अगर हिंदुस्तान मदद भेज रहा है तो भेजे, फिर कट नहीं मिलेगा उसमें, because we are sending it to Afghanistan. Thousands upon thousands of Indian trucks will go there. Pakistan is always looking for a cut. It's always looking for that 10%. That is how Pakistan has survived. 10% and a global migraine. This is Pakistan's business model.